Hello and welcome. My name is Eric Perez, CEO, Queensland Seafood Industry Association. Today I'm speaking with Allan Bobbermen. How are you, Alan?
Oh, I'm fine, Eric.
Mate, the fisheries reform process, give us your perspective as a long-term commercial fisher.
Well, Eric, the way the industry really sees this is that we all realise that we have to make some changes to remain, in the industry and make our industry more profitable and possibly more acceptable in the way that we do our business. But however, what is happening here? We are being subjected to a very harsh process where actually the industry has come to realise this is not a reform for the commercial sector. It is obviously politically motivated, and it is a resource allocation to people who are driving a hidden agenda.
Okay, and can you elaborate what you mean by agenda, Alan?
Well, the agenda is the way the commercial sector see it is giving the resource or surrendering the resource back to the other users who are pushing this the resource allocation agenda at no cost to the government, and which ultimately is going to put very, very severe financial burdens on operators in the commercial sector.
So could we have achieved the reform that this government wants without this kind of impact to the catch sector?
Absolutely.
Okay, and just on that, because we've been asked on multiple occasions to put up submissions around what we think might be better management arrangements. One, do you think we've been heard? And two, if we haven't been heard, what tack do you think government has now taken?
Well, if we go back to a couple of communiques ago that was put out by the government in relation to proposals with this harvest strategy, the commercial sector embraced a plan which would be evidence-based, and because of the introduction of the VMS and so forth, I'm only talking about the inshore net fishery here. Fishermen agreed that if they set a TAC and with trigger points, and which would be evidence-based by the effort that's being put in because they can track vessels now, that then if the trigger points were met, they could then move to quota management. But this was rejected. It was rejected by the people, again, peddling the hidden agenda.
Okay, so in terms of where you think this is going to end up, what do you think is going to be the consequence of the current reform process in the way that it's being rolled out?
This is going to end up with a severe train wreck. What it is going to do is that people are who are cash strapped, who won't be able to meet the guidelines that are being set down, and looking at their neighbour and say, I can't afford to buy you out, and vice versa, people are going to exit this industry. And the unfortunate part about this is that they are going to exit this industry with their whole life savings put into their business worth less than what they probably owe the banks.
Okay. Alan, thank you for your time. For the listeners, this was Allan Bobbermen talking about the Queensland reform process. Thanks for your time, Alan.
Thank you.